Welcome to the Perspective Podcast. My name is Sadomi. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you. I'm here with my main man, Chris. He's pretty much like a brother to me. I've known this man since 2010 playing League of Legends. And if you guys know me, I hate League of Legends now. But that was a squad game back then. That was a squad game back then. Good old days. But anyway, Chris.
That was good, man, before it got toxic, before they were buffing and nerfing, when they just kind of threw a champion at you and said, good luck. That was good times, man. I mean, the Dota beef was real. Han was like the godfather of it all. Like, dude, that was back in the day. I'm an old man. Otherwise known as Old Man Chris.
Old Man Chris. Oh, man. We had so many.
Ain't got nothing on me.
Yeah, I swear you regenerate every, 2 years. Like, you'll be gone, then it's like, he just, Phoenix rebirth out the ashes?
What? Is he still angry? Yep, he's still angry. Does he still have 5 jobs? Yep, he still has 5 jobs.
Mm-hmm. I thought you had 27.
No. They limited me. Now that I'm closer to 40, they're like, oh, Chris, you need to let some of these young bucks get some jobs. So, chill. So, yeah, I'm down 5.
Man. Yeah, you are the definition of, hustle.
Well, I'll be real. It's like, the church of hustle, grind is my God. I pray to it every day, man. Because I just wasn't born lucky. Everybody's born with, I guess the analogy that I tell my kids is that you're given a hand, like a deck. Like you're playing poker, you're given a hand, and sometimes your hand is, shitty, to be quite honest. I mean, you're working with basically nothing. And I know next to nothing about poker, so if you know about poker, the thing with the worst hand possible, that was practically what I was given. I'm not going to get into the details unless you want to know the details, but, it took into my 30s for me to, really break into making okay money, and it wasn't up until recently that I broke the 6-figure thing. And that's really what I wanted to do last year, was I wanted to end 2018 at 6 figures or more, and I well crossed that line, and it was, the fuck happened? What did I do? And I really had to reevaluate, what was I doing? What did I do? Was was it my background? Was it my skin color? Was it my attitude? Was it people I was hanging out with? I did everything. I made a complete 180. I stopped drinking so much. And it wasn't like the drinking was bothering me. I would come home and drink just to get the edge off. Now I don't. I drink when I'm hanging out with you. Or, but this is God, it's been 4 weeks since I have a Guinness. This is my 4th one today. So yeah, but it's the hand was dealt to me, and I just have goals that I want to reach, and that's just me. I don't care about what anybody else does, And it's not to say I don't care. It's if Sadomi wants to go out there and do his streaming thing, cool, great. That's my brother. I'm gonna support him. Throw some change at him. Support him where he needs it. If he's like, Chris, I need to do this, I'm down. I'm support the cause. For me, it was, I got to focus on this. I needed to hit that. So I stopped gaming as much because you guys wouldn't want to see me as a streamer. At least that's in my head. So.
You have some good insights, though.
That's just because I'm old, and maybe because I just talk too damn much because I have kids and shit. So it's more than anything, I feel bad for anybody who has to go through this life and not get the leg up. Treat me like I'm I got my master's, right? And you're a freshman. I'm going to give you all of my theses and everything. Yo, this is what the teacher didn't ask you for. Yo, this is what was on the test. Yo, fuck this teacher. Go to that professor. I'm going to give you the straight skinny because I don't want to see you struggle like I did. So whenever I could talk to anybody who's younger than me, they'd be like, yo, this is what I did last year. This is what I did last week. This is what my goals are. This is what I'm doing. How my hustle's working out. Hope you don't have to hustle as hard as me. When I meet people older than me, it's what did you do? Where are you at? What can you give me? What can you show me? If you can't show me shit, I'm gonna move on. I don't need to talk to you. I'm only trying to talk to people who's trying to raise my level. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's really what it is. So it's like when I'm talking to you, it's like I want to make sure your game is tight because you got the chops because you're out there, you're making moves, you're talking to people, you're spreading the word, whether you're entertaining or you're got people on like me dropping knowledge or whatever. And honestly, that's what's needed because I grew up in the 80s and 90s. I didn't have this shit. I wish, trust and believe. I wish I had somebody like you talking to me about girls who's streaming and what they're going through. Like, there's so much we could talk about, and we only have so much time. Trust me, if the people love me on here, tell Sadomi we need to have Chris on as a regular. I will talk about anything and everything. You want me to talk about trans people? Trans people. When I was growing up, I didn't have to deal with that. I was like, all this shit is new to me. Furries. 4chan, fuck you guys. Y'all are weird. All right? Fuck 4chan. All y'all trolls.
Okay, to be fair, if it wasn't for 4chan, I wouldn't have met you or Fairy or any of my other, like, anybody else back in those days.
This is true. It's such a different world than when I was growing up, and it's evolving rapidly. And I guess I'll say a disclaimer. I'm not sure if Sadomi has to say a disclaimer at the beginning of this video when he edits and chops it up, but I kind of don't really subscribe to the PC culture. So if I say some off-color shit, suck it up, buttercup. Put on your big boy panties. We're about to talk about some shit.
And like I said, with every guest on the show, like I let y'all portray yourselves however you guys want to portray yourselves. So whatever you say, you own, and that is A-okay.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, like
I mean, if folks are gonna get triggered and like that, if that's what you want to call it, if people don't believe I'm calling for like beef or smoke or whatever, but for sure, I'm gonna call it like I see it, and that's just what it is. And God, once again, I did not grow up with all of this PC culture. You can't say this. You can't say. I was just talking to my dude today, Patrick. He's not a streamer, but he's a heavy gamer. He plays Rainbow Six Siege. He bought it. He's trying to get me. I'm really trying, but I don't have time for games. So but we was just talking about today. Like I think Dead Mouse. Mm-hmm. He said the F word, and it's like, matter of fact, screw that. He said fag.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like in the heat of the moment, he said blah 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 blah. This person's cheating, yada yada. What is he? Some kind of fag or something like that. I can't remember exactly. But I just kind of breezed over because this is Reddit, and it was like, normally I gotta say, as an artist, I like Dead Mouse. As an artist,
yeah,
I didn't know. Yeah. Didn't realize he was dabbling in streaming game. But I mean, I guess everybody's doing it. If fucking Drake is hanging out with Ninja, I guess everybody's hanging out with someone streaming, right? Everybody's got Fortnite. So when I read it, it was like, all right, so let me ask Patrick how he feels about it. Like, because he plays a game where, you could get really, really heated. The competition gets up there, the competitive level gets up. I've seen, like LeBron James get into beef with people. I've watched plenty of basketball football games where they're shoving in and whatnot. Like, let's be real, New York, like I'm watching Odell get into it with this cat, and I'm like, your cats are playing a game. The kids play. You're getting paid millions, and y'all got beef on the fucking field. Like, all right, come on, guys. So, but I get it because you're playing on a competitive level, right? So I'm like, all right, Patrick, if like you're playing and somebody's really annoying you, somebody's getting headshots or whatever, and you swear they're cheating or you're just really frustrated, is it okay that you just kind of start swearing off? Like you're saying whatever. And we talked about it, and it's like, do I think Dead Mouse is like a bad dude? No, I don't think he's mental like that, but God is. And, well, long story short, you have people that are like, let's do this cancel culture thing. He said the F word. Nope. Cancel everything about him. Like he can't any longer be celebrity. I don't know if that's cool or not. I'm not sure if I could dig cancel culture. I can't do that.
Yeah, like it's. I think that people make mistakes, and also, again, internet completely different time. The world different time. Like I was even talking to Ali on this. Actually, I do recommend when Ali's episode comes out, watch that one. You'll love that one. He's literally you, except like has braids and like way shorter. but
Okay. Me with braids. Yeah,
yeah.
go ahead.
Dreads. But anyway, but yeah,
Dreads,
no.
either way.
We were talking about it, and he was like, "Yeah, internet's a whole different culture." Like he stopped using social media almost entirely because he doesn't want to go back and 5 years from now, someone goes back and reads a tweet that's like, he called this guy an ass fucker. That's now a term you can't say. We're gonna cancel his entire business."
Wow. See, that's just a weird thing to me, this whole cancel culture, and it almost like makes it so you just can't speak freely.
Yeah.
There's no other way to say it. It's somebody has an opinion, somebody has something they said, and like I guess I broke it down to where like Liam Neeson, everybody's kind of calling for a cancellation on him. I'm like, wait, pause, hold on. Did you guys watch the interview?
Ooh, I did. I want to talk about that actually. That is. I like that. I like that a lot because I'll let you go first. What did you think on him saying? Well, directly from Liam's mouth, not anyone else's like response, but directly from Liam's mouth. What was your first response?
Okay, first response, and this was when I first heard the clip. So there was three things that happened. I first heard the clip, and it was like, wait, pause, let me hear the whole interview. And then there was a second interview. Okay, so first response was, wait, hold on, did Liam Neeson say that? And I'm going to Key and Peele. Liam Neeson? That's my dude. Wait, hold on. No. I was like, all right, wait a second, hold on. I gotta dig into this because and my fiance is Irish, right?
Mm-hmm.
And her dad obviously is Irish. Like I won't say obvious. The girl is white and she's Irish and straight off the boat. Like her parents like came to America like straight from Ireland. So like that's how Irish she is. So I look at Liam Neeson as like, you know, first generation coming to America, you know, yada yada yada. So I'm like, they definitely had a way of thinking or not segregating because Ireland's kind of weird like that, but where there is just like in New York, there's Little Italy and there's Chinatown.
Mm-hmm.
There are pockets of people. So when he said that he went to the black neighborhood, it was like, okay, I understand that. Because you go to New York, there's Hasidic neighborhood, and then there's Little Italy in Manhattan, there's Little Italy in there's Little Chinatown, there's Chinatown in Manhattan, there's Chinatown in the Bronx. I mean, so that didn't bother me. So when he said that he was looking to kill a black man, it was like, wait, pause. He did say that his friend got raped. So that's where I took pause. And I was like, all right, hearing the whole interview, the person asked, how did you get into that mindset? How did you get angry? How did you channel it? And that's what actors do. Good thespians. Please, people, look it up. These are people who are trained, formally trained in this art. They're not just some Joe Schmo like Kobe Bryant picked up off of a court. Hey, do you want to play basketball? Okay, cool. No, these are people who went to like Juilliard and to schools and took the time and the money to learn how to do their craft. And they have to draw from something in order to make it as authentic as possible to sell it to your happy ass who bought a $20 ticket to watch the movie. So you can't really get mad when they're drawing from their own experiences. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right. So he pulled from an experience where a friend of his got raped. The young lady said that she was raped by a black man. Okay. He pulled from there. And even he said he caught himself and said he was disgusted at the way he reacted. He caught himself at the end of it. That's that blind rage. And if that wasn't a true thing, then they wouldn't have that in the court system where they can say this was a crime of passion, where someone was upset and blinded by what was going on and they weren't in the right mind. So there's like an intentional manslaughter with premeditation, and then unintentional manslaughter, where somebody really wasn't thinking or in the right mindset or the circumstances didn't allow it. So with that said, he didn't do anything to anybody. He went looking for it, and he even admitted in the third interview, not only could he have hurt and killed a black person, he himself could have been killed. And then to top it all off, I want all of you people to hear me clearly, he asked the black female interviewer, tell me how I can do better. What can I have learned from this? So he was willing to hear her out, and she said that there's a pain that you caused when you said what you said, and he acknowledged it. All right, folks, done deal. As far as I'm concerned,
Yeah,
Liam
like
Neeson ain't a racist.
yeah, like
And
no,
that's the key.
exactly. It's because like I said, I'm not gonna judge. I'm a what have you done lately kind of guy, because what you did 5 years ago doesn't matter now.
Mm-hmm.
At least like you're because the amount someone can change in 5 years is not only like like monumentous. It's just absolutely like almost impossible to really give a good reason to judge you based off of something that was in the past, especially if you've shown that you know it was a mistake. Like I'm not gonna get mad at you for being like, I used to like beat people up in middle school. I feel bad about it. I don't want to hurt people anymore. I'm not gonna be like, but you beat people up in middle school. You're a piece of shit for the rest of your life now. It's like, no, people grow, people change. Like everyone makes mistakes, and if you don't think you make mistakes, your shoes probably smell like absolute shit because you're walking around.
Bingo. There you go. You basically you hit it right on target. If you think about it, you have people like goodness. Take your pick. I don't want to go into the diatribe. Everybody, listen to podcasts, but do some research. Abraham Lincoln, yeah, sure. Did he, abolish slavery? Yeah, but he owned some, and he has some kids with some of his slaves. So let's be real about this, okay? Martin Luther King Jr. All right, I know you guys are gonna cruise saying this, but let's be honest. He did some unsavory things, even though he was married. Not everybody is the saint we make him out to be. They are about as human as you and me. So that's where it was coming full circle when PewDiePie said the N-word or whatever he said. He said something stupid. He's on the bridge, and all I remember is that bridge is a bitch. When I was playing PUBG, fuck that bridge. Okay, like, dude, I'm a pussy, so I was like, nope, I'm gonna go around and go in the water. Get that, like, I'm not going across that bridge. Screw that bridge. That bridge is like death. And he got shot, and he got mad, and he said some whatever slur that he said, and it was like, oh, let's crucify him. Okay, trust me, I am not a Pewds fan by any stretch of the imagination, but he lives in Sweden. His background, his history, his understanding of what American culture is, or actually, no, not American history. Let's get it correct. American history is. He doesn't get it. He didn't understand it, and should he be crucified for it? No, but he should take it as Liam Neeson did, as a learning experience.
Yeah, take the L.
Mouse, if I remember exactly, take the L. I say, what can I do? So I believe Dead Mouse today, later on, he did an apology, if I remember correctly, and he kind of came out and said, he kind of, a bit long story short, he had a knee-jerk reaction, and it doesn't exemplify who he is all the time or who he is now. So, dude, I'm not saying you get a pass, but I'm glad that you caught yourself and you're like, I got some learning and growing I need to do. And if you are a person of any religious status, Christ was all about learning and growing. You could start out as a rich man, but you could shed your riches and follow him. If you started as a prostitute, you could shed that job and follow him. He wasn't like, oh, you were a whore once, and screw you go to hell. No, because of him, he was going to allow you to make your mistakes and make your mistakes and make your mistakes, because that's what you're human, and he's going to cover those mistakes with his death. Cool. And trust me, this is me I used to be religious. Buddhism, it's everybody's going to fall into bad ways, but it's not about staying sunken in them. It's about getting past it. So you have to acknowledge it, realize that you don't want to be there, and get past it. It's not saying, well, you did it, you're screwed, you're fucked, you're in there, just wallow and die. So yeah, I guess all I can really say is to people like you, influencers, content creators, entertainers, because that's what you are. You are a content creator. You are an entertainer. You hold a lot of power, a lot of sway, a lot of influence. Watch what you're doing, and be smart if you possibly can. But at the same time, you're gonna screw up. You're gonna say things Own it. And I'm good with that. And just do the best you can. Period. I mean, all of us have screwed up. Let's be honest.
Oh, yeah.
If you're a Jay-Z fan, dude, I grew up blocks away from that dude. You want me to tell you some story? All right, Jay probably don't remember me. I remember him. I remember the back of that trunk, homie. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Where you are now, and he said it in one of his own tracks, or was it? I'm trying to think. Hold on, because I am a Jay fan. That basically, how is he gonna explain his old ways to his daughter, to Blue Ivy? How is he gonna explain the cheating and the lying and the hustling, the drug dealing, the shooting? How is he gonna explain all those things? Guess what? You're gonna have to. But if Blue Ivy, your daughter, if they're gonna see who you are now, but at least you're owning it.
Yeah.
So as a content creator, Sadomi, whatever Sparkles, whatever her name is, all the cats, you'll hold a lot of sway over hundreds, if not thousands, if not millions, like Markiplier. You hold sway over them. You hold influence. Just be careful sometimes. And when you make a mistake, own it.
Yeah, like if you like, it's sometimes you just gotta it's okay to fuck up.
For sure. And you know what? These cats on this cancel culture shit, I'll be honest, shut the fuck up. Like, seriously. God, there's no other term for it. There's no other way to be easy about it. People are going to screw up. It is about the action at the end. If the person is like, well, I put on blackface when I was in my 20s and blah, 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 and I'm like, all right, then fuck you, dude. You need to not be a congressman. You need not be a senator. You're proud of your blackface. You need to go and reevaluate some fucking things. I dare you to go live in the hood for 24 hours.
Nope.
With that attitude.
Thank you.
It's not even a matter of getting killed. It's a matter
they
of
just couldn't survive. Be like, where's the car? You got a bus ticket, bitch.
It's more than that. It's like, God, like if I can explain it, it's like, understand. God, without giving out too much away about myself. I mean, God, if you Google me, I'm not very hard to find. I grew up in the hood. I grew up in Bed-Stuy. Like, and the crack era was no joke, right? So there are some things that are systemic, and they're just there. And for somebody to just easily dismiss it, like what Trump was saying with, people that were furloughed, oh, these people will find a way, they're resourceful people. No, they won't. They live paycheck to paycheck, you giant fucking douchebag. Like, no, they may have to hustle a bit, sell a car or a crib or something, but that's not the way to live. That's not finding a way. That's scraping at the bottom.
That's fighting for it.
Okay, exactly. So when I say this is systemic, you have someone who, in their yearbook, in a college yearbook, do you realize how many black people during that time weren't going to college, couldn't go to college, were told straight up they can't live where white folk live? That's what was going on. And you're just going to dismiss, I went to a party. No, you lived in an era where there was things in the system designed to keep the people that you and your friends were mocking down, to keep them out, to keep them impoverished. So those kind of people I can't forgive. No, I can't. It's and once again, if somebody knows me, they'll know I am no saint. I'm gonna tell y'all people straight up, I am not. If they say birds of a feather, and I tell this to anybody who knows me, birds of a feather flock together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then reptiles of a scale chill together. I'm a monster of a skin. I know who I am. I'm a monster. I've done some shit. I continue to do some shit. And, I live my life as best as I possibly can.
Now, don't incriminate yourself now.
No, but what I'm trying to say is, like, when I fuck up, I own mine. And I'm not going to be delusional and think, oh, cats are going to go on Sadomi's podcast and they're not going to know who I am. No, Google me. I dare you. Like, if that's what it takes and you're really interested, then fine. I mean, that's not really the whole basis of this conversation, but all I'm trying to say is I'm definitely not going to be one to say, oh, well, just because Liam Neeson said this, just forgive him. I'm going off of a pure example, because if I fuck up, I'm going to sit there and say, yo, I said this back in the day, and I'm sorry. Okay, like for example, me airing some dirty laundry. To any of the girls that I hurt, when I was younger, I was out there and I was phone numbers and I promised I would call you. I lied. I'm sorry. It was a game. It was a cat and mouse game, and it was me being young and dumb and fun. Now, don't get me wrong. I didn't have sex with these ladies. it was, hey, what's going on, girl? Damn, you fine. Me kicking game and me getting their number, and that's them having trust in me that, oh, well, guy, he says he's nice, and all right, let me give him the number, and he's gonna call me, and I never called. That's me being an asshole with your heart. I'm sorry. I was young. Okay, I was stupid. I was like between 16 and 19. I was an absolute monster. I admit that to this day. And I have a son, and I'm going to teach him you don't play with a woman's heart like that.
Ooh, I think we all have some laundry with that, too.
But this is me, and I own mine. I'll tell anybody that. I own it, and it's just one of those things. But I cannot deal with this cancel culture and people thinking that they are above it. I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican. I don't care if you're for Trump or not for Trump. I don't care if you're Christian or not. I don't care what race, color, creed, religion, where you come from. I don't care. You unless you are holier than thou, unless you have impeccable nature, you did something, you fucked up. At some point, your dirty laundry is going to get aired. Don't act like you're better than anybody else. So the cancel culture, it needs to end. Let's not call it cancel culture. If we're gonna do anything, let's just put onus on people. I'm okay with that. But like, all right, great. Wiz Khalifa or anybody. Like, all right, great. You're making a whole bunch of money now. What about helping the community? They're the people that are supporting you. Michael Jordan. Let me call out somebody. Michael Jordan. I remember Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
I disliked you very much because I was a Knicks fan, but I went to a Knicks and Bulls game, and I respect the fact that you deflated an entire stadium of air. When you stepped onto the court, we all felt terrible because we know we were about to get spanked by one of the best players at the time. I will never forget how many fights I saw break out for a pair of sneakers that had your name on it.
Yep.
And at the time, I don't remember. I don't recall seeing you come out and say, wait, folks, hold on. Kids, please don't kill, shoot, rob each other for my sneakers. Please, parents who are living in Section 8 housing, who are living in the projects, please don't spend $200-$300 on these sneakers when you yourself are living paycheck to paycheck on the system. No, you never did that. You made your money and you skedaddled and you walked. As far as I know, you also paid into the private jail system. Now, black folk, should we all look at him with a little bit more of a discerning eye and talk cancel culture? Or is the fact that he's a basketball player that we're all going to worship him? Get the fuck out of here. Come on.
That's why I'm more of a fan of Shaq for that reason. Shaq was like, listen, my shoes cost $20.
Oh, there was plenty of people. God, not Iverson. But Iversons, he did that with Iversons. Stephon Marbury. Remember the Marburys? They were $20.
Mm-hmm.
I pay less. And you know what? They crucified him for it.
Yeah, they're
for
like
cheap sneakers that looked good. Come on. So cancel culture. Let's end the bullshit. Let's end the charade. All it really is a whole bunch of trolls. Zanati, I'm looking at you. A whole bunch of trolls. You don't know Zanati. All I know is Zanati.
Zanati.
You are the big troll. You know that. yeah, if we need to piss off Trump, let's send in Zanotti. Anyway,
Okay.
all it really is people don't realize, or they do realize the strength that social media has, whether it be YouTube videos or Instagram. Let's not even talk about IG thoughts. We'll get into um, Instagram, Twitter. They know that they can go on there and say, "Oh, so and so said this," and the movie will tank. Someone's career will be over before they even step off of a plane. And if you caught the reference, kudos to you. Before a young lady steps off the plane, her career's over, all because of a joke that she said in poor taste, but she did not need to lose her job. I'll allow y'all cats to look that up. But yeah, that's Chris being old man Chris, and just having my opinion.
That's actually a good something I do want to touch on too. The power of social media, because like I said, for you growing up, social media wasn't a thing.
Exactly.
But
yes, goodness, growing up in the '80s now. All right, so I'll be 100. I will be 39. So I'm an '80s baby.
Mm-hmm.
Grew up in what you could say is one of the harder areas. I mean, if you're talking about Compton, dude, I knew Biggie Smalls' moms. Like, let's be straight up. So, like, I mean, I grew up a couple blocks away from him. Met her a few times. She was cool. Me, Biggie, Jay, and Busta all went to George Westinghouse High School. Rap. That's what's up. That's where I went to school at. So you could say, arguably, it was one of the more harder neighborhoods to grow up in. I mean, I didn't think like New Jersey was. I thought the Bronx, to be honest, but that's just me being from Brooklyn and Bronx being from Bronx, and we never really got along.
Like, you never think where you grew up is hard until you really look back. Like, damn, that show was actually kind of rough.
I guess no. Okay, so the funny thing is, you know, Maury, she Irish girl from the Bronx. You know, Bronx and Brooklyn, we never kind of really got along with each other. And like, you know, people from the Bronx were like, "Oh, you never date somebody from Brooklyn. Don't go to Brooklyn. Brooklyn's worse." And everybody from Brooklyn would be like, "Yo, don't go to the Bronx. You get your hubcap sold, and you park car, your whole car will be stripped in like 5 minutes." Like, we say dumb shit about it, but anyway, you know, as far as I was concerned, yeah, I you know, for me, that I guess we had a joke. There was a joke that we had, and maybe this would be a good joke, folks that grew up around my era. So we'd be sitting on the stoop. And what a stoop is like there'd be your house. Like, if you look it up, the New York City brownstones. I grew up in a brownstone, and there would be these stairs that's in the front of your house. And so we sit on the stoop, and you hear bang, and that would be a gunshot. I'm like, okay. And you hear bang, bang, bang. I'm like, all right. If that stopped right there, the joke was that person is dead. But if you hear blang, 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 motherfuckers are running, cats don't know how to shoot, and nobody got hurt. Like, people sideways, I got you. No, don't turn the gun sideways. Don't not shoot that. That's not me giving advice. Anyway, so yeah, it was like I grew up in Bed-Stuy, and it was like, this ain't so bad. New Jersey, I thought was worse. You know, like between movies like New Jersey Drive and Boys in the Hood and shit like that, I always thought like Compton and L.A. and San Diego, the Bronx was worse than Brooklyn. But with that said, there was no social media. It was, I grew up with Encyclopedia Britannica. Shout out to, you know, cats who paid out $400 for Encyclopedia Britannica.
I remember that. Is that still running? Is that still up?
The company is, as far as I know, is still around, but they don't. I think it's print on demand now.
Yeah, that's what I think. Nobody does, because there's no. Yeah, I hate saying it. Wikipedia. Every school teacher ever, y'all didn't know how to use the internet when Wikipedia came out. Y'all didn't know how to use it. But Wikipedia is a great place to get secondary sources. And then go check.
For sure. Let's be realistic about it. Shit got phased out. Okay, people who are my generation and older, give up the ghost. Stop playing games. Okay, pages are dead. The Razor's not coming back. Encyclopedia Britannica, nobody's buying it. Nobody's reading newspapers anymore. Stop it.
Mm-hmm.
No, millennials are not lazy. Okay, and let's be honest, baby boomers and kind of my generation fucked over Sadomi's generation and younger. We
Mm-hmm.
screwed you guys. Social Security is a joke. So when Sadomi and his girl, or my girl works, or I work, the money that I'm pouring into my SSI, I'm not gonna see because my fiance's dad is still alive, and they're just making laws reaping benefits. But that's not the point. So social media, Encyclopedia Britannica, Wikipedia, it got replaced. Yeah, I mean, pagers got replaced, and we had cell phones. I had the Nokia, and I was playing Snake on it. And next thing you know, when people realized they could watch porn on their cell phones, that
It was
they
a
started
wrap.
making iPhone. It was a wrap. It was done. The minute people said, "What? You could transmit porn over the air?" Yes,
If you
yes.
want a new
Give me bigger
invention, put some
screens.
titties on it.
Bingo. I mean, the whole HD disc versus Blu-ray. The reasoning of Blu-ray is titties on disc. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's the truth of it. So like growing up and not having social media was definitely an experience because like my kids are going through it now, and there wasn't this problem with doing something and the whole school finding out about it in 5 minutes flat. Now, don't do anything over the weekend. You do something over the weekend, you're getting plastered all over Reddit, 4chan, Twitter, Instagram. Obama knows about it. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
like, it's a crazy thing. When I was growing up, it was like, yeah, I could face plant at a party and nobody will know besides people at the party. Um, the benefits to that is that my circles were smaller, and that's the one thing. If I had to give advice, if somebody asked me advice about life and I guess socializing, um, my circles were smaller back then. So like it was me, my mom, my dad, um, the few people I went to church with,
Mm-hmm.
and the few the guys that I hung out with at school. And thankfully, I was kind of a chameleon. I was able to hang out with people at church, at school. I was able to hang out with the cool people and the thugs and the Deceps and the Crips and the Bloods, and just the cats playing ball in the street and the cats. We were kind of like D&D. On the real, I was able to do all of that, and that was cool. But I was able to keep those circles segregated and small and very tight knit. Now, I think that's part of the problem is that you can get on and have friends all across the world, which is amazing. Shout out to people in Japan and Russia and Australia who's watching this. Like, I love you guys' perspective. Like, I'm gonna be 100. Like, I have an foodie, and I just want to travel to your country and eat food. Um, so you're able to connect with people from all across the world and call them, quote unquote, if you can see it, quote unquote, call them your friend, but are they really your friend?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem. Those circles, when I had them, were 100% your friends. So, like, shout out to Shatanya. We used to date. She's married now to another dude, and we played D&D together. And she lives in another state. We were in New York. She lives in another state. I live in another state, and we still talk to each other damn near every week, like
Mm-hmm.
like nothing has changed. And that's because we had those circles, even back in the day. So like it just used to know. We didn't meet on or off of Twitter or off of Twitch or anything like that. We kind of met almost.
The
We
most
gamed.
organic, like non-internet way on the internet. Like I met you through your brother, who I met
Yeah,
through Fairy, who then I met like the kind of. It was like a whole like web network, but it was all like natural. It wasn't like, oh hey, I like Twitter posts, like follow back, and then
exactly. You hit
wasn't
it
a
right
friend
on the head.
list. Yeah.
Exactly that. It wasn't a quote unquote friends list, and that's the worst part about it because can you call those people your friends? I guess, but not. If you ask me, you can't. Why? Because you don't break bread with birds, and you don't talk cheddar with rats. I'm old world hood. You know, man. If me, like, I'll be straight up. Me and you, we could break bread. You're coming to my house. I'm feeding you dinner. You and your fam, because me, you cool like that. But anybody that I kind of know of Instagram. No, okay, I'll be real. Instagram, I think I got 39 followers. On Facebook, I must have, and my Facebook's not even active at the moment. I must have like 50, 60 friends, quote unquote. I can't tell you I'll break bread with them. And this is old world, okay?
Mm-hmm.
When I say break bread, go and ask any La Cosa Nostra. I'm looking at you, my Italian folks. Ask any old school Sopranos kind of cat what breaking bread means. Okay, ask any old school OG what breaking bread means. You're asking somebody to come to your house, eat the meal that you're about to eat with you and your personal people, your family, your daughter, moms, your grandma. You don't just invite anybody for that. Think about it. Honestly, I want like straight up. Any people who's watching this, you really gonna invite 3,000 of your Twitter friends to your house to have dinner with you and your moms? You and your dad?
Hell no.
Nah, come on, you playing games. No. You know why? I'll tell you why you're not gonna do that. Tell you why you're not gonna do that. Because you're gonna end up in one of a few different situations. You're gonna invite all 3,000 of your friends. I'ma show up. Right? And something completely off the cuff and racist is going to happen, and I'm going to light the place up. Period. I've dated girls who couldn't date me anymore because their dad didn't like black guys. So if I go to your house, and I'm not even dating you, but they say, get that whatever out of my house, yo.
Nope.
It's on
all right, bye.
Popping. All right? Let's just call some popcorn. It's about to go down. Or everybody's got that one friend that they know, yo, don't tell them to throw in a party. We don't want to. And because if that person shows up, they're going to get drunk, they're going to get blazed, they are going to be throwing up in your bathroom, and it's not a good look. So we're talking about 3,000 of these people, these kinds of people showing up to your place. You really, really call these people your friends? I don't know. And are you doing it just for self-gratification? I remember I was watching your video, and let's be real, Sadomi, you stream, you make your videos because you like putting yourself out there. And what you like entertaining, you like putting yourself out there, you like the attention.
Oh yeah, 100%.
There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But here's the thing. If you don't know your circle, you're just going to invite anybody and everybody. You don't know who they are. You can't classify them. And next thing you know, when people just start dropping off like flies, or you're in the hospital and nobody shows up and you're crying mad, who is there to be mad at? You thought these people were your friends? Come on. So when cancel culture happens on you and you're like, but I had 3,000 friends, I thought they were going to defend me. No, they're not.
Yeah.
They're going to turn on you. Come on.
I think calling them friends was the biggest social media mistake instead of just calling them contacts.
I agree. There we go.
Because there are people I follow on social media who I'm like, I hate this bitch, but she got nice titties. So I'm just
that's getting into the booby streamers realm. I can't wait to tackle that one.
All right. Like I said, that's the thing. And there's some people who I follow, I'm like, I just want to keep tabs on this person, which is the most snakish shit ever. And I tell you, I'm not a wholesome person. Like sometimes I'm strategic, sometimes I'm savage, sometimes I'm caring, usually not all three. So
nah, you're savage. You know that. Come on. Let's not talk about that incident where we basically destroyed someone's chat.
Damn, yeah, that was like 2 years ago. That was
somebody
actually,
got mad. Somebody got mad. Called the Sadomi army. Got somebody's fucking stream destroyed. Good job, Sadomi.
Oh man, that was.
Was it? He had coming though. He had it coming.
I will say it was kind of bullying, but at the same time, I should have been like, it's whatever. Just we had to move on. But I was feeling especially like hyper that day, so it kind of just rolled off into that.
There you go. Well, at least you can admit it. But yeah, I agree with you that, like, let's admit Facebook was designed for a bunch of nerdy dudes to get some poop. So when you get a bunch of guys that are like, wait, we could turn this and exploit this to something else, that's what they did, folks. Let's be real. Let's be 100% about this. Yo, you were using a service for free. Who's the product? You. So let's not even play this game. So they're taking your data, they're manipulating how the interface looks and who you're connecting. Come on, dude. When I got on Facebook, like, I got back on to reactivate for some reason. I forgot what it was. Maybe it was, I think one of my coworkers wanted me to see. Yeah, one of my coworkers wanted me to see her wedding photo. All right, cool. So I got on there, and I got this, like, recommendation thing of who I would probably know or be connected to. I'm like, I don't know you. Oh, they know two of your friends. I don't give a fuck. I don't know you. Get this, Zuckerberg, if you don't get that bitch out my face. Come on. I definitely ain't hanging out with you. Oh, wait, you there with a Confederate flag and a gun in it? No, I definitely don't know you.
Nope.
So, nope. It's like, what do you say? So how am I quote unquote adding you to my quote unquote friends list? You ain't a friend. And that's just me. So like growing up without it, it was one kind of way, and it was like I feel relieved that I grew up without it. At the same time, yeah, there's those connects. Like without internet, without games, without streaming, without, my brother being the nerd that he was, gaming as much as I wouldn't know you. So there's good things and there's bad. So I'm on here right now, and I can. What, you gonna say I'm a hypocrite? I'm not a hypocrite. I'm just giving my side of it. I'm telling you, yo, if you see me on your Facebook feed, don't friend me if I don't know you. I'm giving you that. Please don't. Let's be real. And now, if you want to get to know me, hit me up, and I'm good with that. So social media has its pros and its cons. I don't. It's like drinking. It's like anything. Too much of it is bad for you.
Yep.
So know your circles. Know your circles. If I can say this, know your circles. You have a little tiny inner circle, and that should be explicitly reserved for the folks that you would leave stuff to in your will. Folks that you would tell the deepest, darkest, dirtiest secrets that you got. And knowing those people will go to their grave with it. Okay? And there's a few of them, because we all know there's that friend of Luther Vandross who's not telling everything. Okay? But I'm just saying. Then there's a circle outside of that, people that are close to you. And there's the ones outside of that you call friends. And the people outside of that, acquaintances. Don't be afraid to say, yo, I don't know you. Or I kind of know you, but I ain't inviting you over. Don't be afraid to say that. Oh, God. I wish Maureen, you know what Maureen was telling me the other day? That I should write a couple of different guidebooks.
You should. Books are always, like, I'm always a fan of getting different books. My reading game's been really slacking, but I'm trying to pick it up, so.
Audiobooks, man, you know what you need to do? You need to get on the Franco game and have audiobooks sponsor you.
The DeFranco thing?
Phil DeFranco?
Oh, I love DeFranco. I watch the show every day.
There you go. You need to have the audiobooks like sponsor you, bro.
Actually, I always ask people too if they have any books to recommend based on anything they talk about. And I always put like an Amazon affiliate link in the description. A little something there. I mean, to be fair, like I said, my main goal with but one thing I've learned too from people is that just knowledge, like how strong knowledge is. I've always known that just like listening and like, seeing things from different angles will give you the power to make life like easy mode, quote unquote easy mode. But in doing this show, this podcast, it is definitely like shown me so much more.
Oh, it gives you perspective because I mean, just even
Exactly.
episode one, you were talking to Banana.
Cena.
Yeah, she. It was interesting getting her perspective on how she handles, and I always find funny how she handles, let's say the more unsavory male viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest, because I mean, you don't even have to be booby trap. You just be a regular young lady just trying to game and have a little fun. And you have that one guy on there that says send nudes. It's like, come on, please stop. And it's nice to hear that a woman, a young lady, will remain undaunted. She'll put the guy in their place, the troll in their place. She's going to continue about her stream. That's
Mm-hmm.
good to hear because I'm sorry, I will apologize for my gender. Some of us are complete and other Neanderthals.
Yep. And some of
Yeah, there's
us,
quite a few.
whew, don't
Yeah,
get
there's
it
quite a few of
started.
us that have that. God, that's another thing. Like, I guess we have to say that podcast, gentlemen. You incels need to stop. Stop.
Now,
God damn.
what I think about like when people are that aggressive, that pushy, it's where do they learn that from? Where do they think that's a good idea? Because mind you, I
They
was
don't.
raised by women. I was raised by my mother. I've had a lot of female friends my entire life. I kind of just resonate with women better than I did like
Yeah,
than the average male. I think. At
yeah,
least I think I do.
for sure.
So I learned that early respect and the early boundaries when I was really young, and I was never just like, "Oh, listen, I know you want to fuck me, girl. I know you do." I'm just like, "I think you're pretty. You have good makeup. You work hard on it. I see. Good job." And and they're like, "Yeah, it's fine. I just want to be friends." Oh, cool, dope. I'm cool. That's fine. Next.
Well, that's straight up. So the question is, where do they learn it from? They don't. That's the thing.
Hmm.
And it's that base. All right, so God, there's so many different theories I could probably go off of, but I guess the one that I agree with most is the id and the ego. All right, so your id is your primordial side of your brain. It's like, ooh, boobies, must touch boobies, and there's your ego that's like, wait, I do see the boobies. I should not be looking at. I should be looking at her eyes, and then I should ask for permission to look at her. That's the difference between the two. Your higher self is like, I need to put myself in check. For these folks, for these gentlemen, and God, it's not to say that women don't do it, but definitely 99% men.
Yeah.
Um, they got this thing in them, and they just gotta be a dickhead. Pause. Stop yourself. Let me give you some advice. The advice being, women, and not all of them. This is a generalization. There's some women who are different than, okay, and I'm always going to say there are the stereotypes don't work for me, and I hate that word because a stereotype is an over exaggeration of a thought or ideal of someone. So get away from the stereotype because it's an over generalization.
Mm-hmm.
But with that said, not every woman is going to be this, but for the most part, probably make a bet with you if we went out and I was coaching you for the night. Um, you go out and you approach a young lady, she's not going to want you to whip your dick out in 5 minutes. So that whole Tinder thing needs, like, that's not the first thing you do. And it's not that you need to be, all intellectual and high minded. Hello, young lady. Can we converse for a few moments of your time? No. All right.
My lady.
No. My lady. No, most ladies out there want you to be yourself. Whether they're in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, they just want to be yourself. And guess what? Being yourself means that you are like a Lego block. You're just not going to fit in everyone's mold.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take a bit to find your groove and the people who are like you. You need to find your people. So, with that said, God, just have some respect. This goddamn couth, gentlemen. Please,
I
let's
think
bring this back. Let's rewind this and take this back. All right. Let's not do the whole milady thing, but we can definitely go into a stream, and whether a young lady has her low cut because it's in her room. Let's be honest about this, gentlemen. You might not understand this, but when they set up their rooms, they have a computer running. They have lights going. They're trying to look pretty. They already spent 3 hours in the mirror trying. pretty for your silly ass for a fucking hour on a stream.
Mm.
They're hot. Fuck. So guess what? Yes, they're probably gonna wear something scantily clad or thin or low cut. That does not mean objectify the fuck out of them. But disclaimer, there are some ladies out there who they want you to notice how pretty they are, but they don't want you to whip your dick out and drop it on their cleavage. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So plain and simple, all you have to do is just, hey, wow, you are outstanding. You are gorgeous. Like, wow. And be honest about it. But even then, you're in a stream. Please don't play yourself. All right? If she's in there, she's gaming in this, then third, I could probably bet you 9 times out of 10 she already got a man. She ain't got a man, she can get one better than you in 5 flat. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I have so much to say about the men of this generation. It is weird. I don't understand it, man. I loved the cat and mouse game back in the 90s, dude. I loved going to a club, scoping it out with me and my people, and it would be like, yo, who's gonna get the most numbers tonight? And there'd be money on the table, and bet is on. And it'd be go get a number.
Oh, I
It
remember
was
that.
a fun, yeah, there you go. It was a fun cat and mouse game. So it was like who had better games. So it wasn't, once again, none of us walked over to the bar or met a girl on the floor and just whipped our dick out. Tinder didn't exist back then. So please, if it didn't work back then, it don't work now in a digital society. It won't work. That's not what's going to catch. It's not what's going to get her going. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some ladies out there who, whip it out in 5 minute, hit her quitter, and that's it.
Nothing wrong with that though, either.
But
do you?
But yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that. But beyond all that, God, have some game. It's a challenge, and that shit's fun. I don't know, man. I'm on Twitter. I don't totally understand it. I'm on Instagram, and I get it. And it's like all the girls. Sadomi, tell me if I'm wrong. Like, it fucks me up that I'm like, all of them look the same. You know how they say all black people look the same?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got the girl, and she does the. You can't see me right now.
I see what you mean. Yeah, with like the whole the poses they do and everything.
The butt is like sticking out over here. Like it's like if you just pushed her shoulder a little bit too hard, her spine would snap. Right, and her lips are pursed out, and it's like all of you look the same.
Or my favorite, the one cheek up on the bathroom sink.
Oh my god. All right, ladies, here's a little hint. Clean your fucking mirrors, you disgusting. No, I'm just kidding. No, be real, please clean your bathrooms if you can do it. Like, I'm be real, like, Sadomi could edit in. My office right now is fucking disgusting. And when I say disgusting, I have like computer parts. I'm just rearranging my office right now. So
yeah, it's a hot mess, y'all. Trust me.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I got like 4 different computer desks, and I'm between web developer, gamer, and helping people out with like their websites. It's fucking crazy. So, but oh god, and they call them thoughts, and it's like,
I don't.
I'm not even mad.
See, like, I don't get the. I'm always a live and let live kind of person. Like, if something really upsets me, 8 times out of 10, I'm just gonna be like, "It's stupid," and move on.
Yeah, once again, it's like you said, live and let live. If you're out there trying to, get your sugar daddy, or trying to get somebody to sponsor you, trying to send, get your, Fashion Nova clothing or whatever for free, do you, mama? I ain't even mad. Like I told you at the beginning of the podcast, my church is Church of Hustle, and I pray to the God of Grind.
Get your paper, boo boo.
Do what you gotta do. I'm not mad. What I'm more, I guess, disappointed in is everyone's a replica.
Mm-hmm.
God, do something a little bit different, I guess. But I don't know. Maybe it's just old man Chris talking, like old man Wolverine. I'm done with the times. Somebody said
you have a point there, though.
Sadomi. I don't.
Because
do I?
Yeah, because with like just the internet in general, so many
Yeah.
ideas are being shared so quickly and so often.
Ooh.
You don't think you think you have an original idea when really it's just an amalgamation of all the things you've seen. And that's my thing. There's no such thing as originality. Everything you see is a combination of all your past experiences and everything you've seen and heard and taken will become what you put out.
Now, so should are you trying to say that people should stop? How should one go about not reinventing the wheel, but how should one go about, I don't know, if somebody's watching a stream, how should they go about becoming a gaming streamer like yourself? Or I'm not gonna bring up the young lady, but the young ladies that you know of that are in your life or gamers in your life, and they do their thing. How do the young ladies out there that are watching this go about breaking into the industry without being clones of them?
It's funny because there's a very weird, and I've noticed this with a lot of like you. I think YouTube's the best platform to think on this on, because if you notice, everyone's YouTube thumbnail has this expression on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which, in case you guys don't know who are listening, I just did like a face, like my face is all excited or surprised, like oh my god, or like wow, or like but that you see that everywhere on YouTube. And when I love and I hate YouTube. I love YouTube because it's a great, purely as the technological standpoint, it's a great platform. I can post a 2-hour video for free that is like 2 or 4 gigs in 1080p HD, 60 FPS, or even 4K.
Right.
Like that's great right there. It's a searchable platform. You can just put in, like with SEO, you can just find a topic and just own that word if it's like not that popular, or you can like make it work. So the amount of people who want to become, I want to be a YouTuber. No, don't be a YouTuber. Make something cool, make something fun, make something that triggers something in your mind that goes like, oh shit, all right. Or even just like provide something of value, which is why Philip DeFranco, Shane Dawson, who else? Good example. I can't think of any of the examples right now, but they're all offering something, doing something original, because they're taking, and one thing too, changing your perspective, or at least taking a look at different sources, will always help you in that regard, in creating your own personal like ideas. Because like I said, nothing's gonna be truly original. It's an amalgamation of all your past experiences, your past thoughts, your past actions, your past just everything, all bunched up in together. And that's where the originality comes from.
Right. I mean, that's really, really good advice. And it's one of those things, like, trust me, I'm probably on YouTube, should be. Between all the YouTubers that I really like, Markiplier, Philip Franco, I'm not going to use his plugging, but they do different things, and I kind of like it, but I'm getting to the point where how many scary videos is Markiplier? Way
too damn many.
How many scary games is he going to do? He's going to keep doing them. And I'm not, dude, Markiplier, if you're listening, keep doing them. What I'm saying is, I don't need to see Sadomi go and do scary videos. Pause. I do need to see him do it, because if any of you can find that video where he fell because he ran from the chair, that's funny. But I need some originality. Domi was saying, I need that originality, and that is the difference between the generation now and the generation that I grew up in, where you can upload your thoughts, your ideals, your life, your desires, your hobbies to a medium for free. I couldn't do that. It was like, all right, go watch a movie, go to the comic book store, go play some games somewhere, and go play basketball outside. There was no sharing of ideas unless you were down the block in the hood talking to somebody. So, God, it's I guess to top it all off and just kind of like come back full circle is cancel culture needs to stop. You you cats need to just fucking get over yourselves because everybody fucks up. God, I work in SEO. Trust me, if I find you, I'll put you on blast. If you are put on blast, if you know you done fucked, own it and be real. If and that's to say, if you're not a racist or you're not, sexist, if you're not, if you call somebody a retard, yeah, that's gonna hurt some people because some people have kids who do have learning disabilities, and they're gonna take it. Yeah, PC culture is a little bit too thin-skinned, but depending on how you say it, when you say it, to who you say it, it can be offensive. Own it and say, "Hey, listen, I'm sorry, I wasn't meaning to offend you." And I teach me on what I can better do, what I can better say. It's really about being in that experience. And let's be honest, God, white folk, you won't understand what it's like to be in a black person's shoes. Eminem, love you as the day is long. Snoop said you're one of us, but systemically, you will not have the same negatives against you that Wiz Khalifa will have against him.
Yeah.
And you have to recognize that, which is why I love the way M steps up and like put, his opinion out there and put, his opinions on Trump. At the same time, BLM, please stop ostracizing the people who want to help. Yes, Black Lives Matter, but all lives do matter. It's not like cops are out there shooting just black people. They're shooting everybody, shooting kids. They're shooting, rappers that are sleeping in their cars. When I read about that this morning, I was like, what the?
Wait, what? Something happened this morning?
Sleeping in his car.
Oh.
Yeah, long story. This dude, I guess he was at Taco Bell. I'm not sure if he was belligerent or whatever, but he was sleeping in his car. He was asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Taco Bell called the cops on him, I guess. And I'm really overgeneralizing. Don't know the story, so please don't crucify me for it. But cops showed up, and he did have a gun on his lap, but he's asleep. And when they started yelling commands, he like woke up out of sleep. And we've all been there when we're like dead asleep. Whether you're drunk or you're high or you're just fucking tired, you wake up, you have no idea what's going on. Trust me, if I see guns drawn at me and I see a whole bunch of white cops staring at me with guns drawn, I'm freaking the fuck out.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm trying to like knock that gun off my pants, like, whoa. And they fired 6 rounds into the car and he died. 15 rounds and 6 rounds killed him.
Don't they have fucking tasers?
Exactly. Oh, well, let's not even get into that.
Like, I mean,
whoa.
We'll not get it. We'll not dive into that one today.
One.
But
I will dive into that surely. If your viewers watching, please get your cop buddies, okay? Because I did apply to the NYP, so I know what I'm talking about. I have friends who are cops. We can have this discourse and let's make it public, okay? I don't hate the cops, but when it takes more testing to become a teacher, a hairdresser, a firefighter, an astronaut than it does to become a cop, I have questions. Astronauts have to get the stability, sanity test. You mean to tell me I'm more worried about a dude that's kind of hanging around in no gravity than a dude who's going to have a gun drawn on me? Pause. We need to talk about this. So, with that said, bring it up later. But, yeah, cancel culture needs to stop. We should hold people accountable. Lady streamers, I love you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. Just try and be long story short, everybody just try and be the best people you can be. Don't be a dick about it. Everybody's going to fuck up and just love each other. I mean, damn, the world's already rough enough, man. It's crazy.
It's not a easy place for a lot of people, but for a lot of people, it is the only place. So,
yeah, for sure. And to all the streamers, all you content creators, Sadomi, I love you guys. I mean, without you guys, most days won't.
We're the rock stars of the future.
For sure, and it's different. I mean, like, and older folks, if you're watching this, stop hating the millennials. Shut the fuck up. God, watch a few more videos and just stop being so damn angry. Okay? God, these kids are out there. They're doing their thing. Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, I probably butchered her name a little bit, but girl, you're the shit. She's young. She's on it. She understands it. We need more young voices out there doing what Sadomi's doing, sharing the opinions, stepping out in front, and not just taking a back seat. You know, step up, say something, and share the knowledge, share your opinion. Yeah, not everybody's gonna agree with you, not everybody's gonna like you, but if you got something to say it. Stand for something.
For sure. Well, Chris, I gotta say thank you so much for joining me on the 6th episode.
Dude, it was an honor. It was a pleasure. If your people want to hear from me more, they know how to get you, and they know how to find me, and you know where I'm at. Come get me. But everybody's watching, share, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Like get this man out there. His stuff is good stuff, and we need more content creators out there. Support who's out there, whether it's Patreon, Mixer, YouTube, Twitch. Support them hardcore, because anybody can write a script and make somebody say something. These cats, you don't see Sadomi with a script. He's going off the cuff and he's just making stuff you guys to enjoy.
I can't even read. No, I'm kidding. I can read.
No. You can't count.
Listen, I'm good at 3 things, okay?
What are they?
Counting and bad jokes.
And with that, I'm ending this podcast, folks. Y'all have a good peace.
Well, I guess I can't end my own podcast. I'm keeping that in and this in, just so you know.
Please do.